Wallace Reid. Wallace Reid, born January 24, 1891, was Hollywood's radiant leading man in the silent film era, a symbol of vitality and raw charm. With a dazzling smile and effortless grace, he captivated audiences nationwide. Yet behind his triumphant on-screen persona lay a man haunted by personal struggles and deep remorse. His meteoric rise to fame was marred by the shadows of a tumultuous personal life. In a final, poignant act, Reid's last wish was to be interred with a modest yet profoundly symbolic memento, a silver locket enclosing a cherished photograph of his beloved wife. This intimate relic, a silent testament to enduring love and regret, encapsulated his deepest yearning for redemption and remembrance. Amid the glitz of film reels and glamorous premieres, it served as a bridge between public adoration and private sorrow. Laid to rest on January 26, 1923, his humble grave belies the stardust of a career that once illuminated the silver screen. Even in death, Wallace Reid's legacy whispers of love, loss, and the quiet dignity of a man who, in his final moments, sought solace in the enduring memory of a love that defined his existence. Today, his memory endures not only through the films that made him a star, but also through that tender emblem. His final request remains a tender, enduring ode to a love that both nurtured and tormented him. Rudolph Valentino. Rudolph Valentino, born on May 6, 1895, burst onto the silent film scene as Hollywood's quintessential Latin lover, captivating audiences with his magnetic charm and daring screen presence. Hailing from humble beginnings, Valentino quickly became a symbol of exotic allure and passionate romance, with his smoldering gaze and impeccable style turning every film into a masterclass in seduction. His rise to stardom was as swift as it was sensational, earning him a place in cinematic history that transcended the silent era. Tragically, on August 23, 1926, Valentino's life was cut short, leaving fans and colleagues in profound shock. In keeping with a sense of understated finality, his last wish was to be interred in a borrowed crypt at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Though a modest arrangement compared to his larger-than-life persona on screen, this final request underscores the personal simplicity behind the star's public mystique. Over the years, the crypt has become a shrine to his enduring appeal, drawing countless visitors eager to pay homage to the man who once redefined the ideals of romance and passion in early cinema. Today, Hollywood Forever Cemetery stands as a prominent historical site. The borrowed crypt, preserved amidst a tapestry of cinematic legends, is maintained for public visitation and study, offering insights into the early era of film and the cultural impact of Rudolph Valentino. This informative landmark continues to serve as a focal point for those interested in both the legacy and the tangible history of Hollywood's golden age. Harry Houdini. Harry Houdini, born on March 24, 1874, was a master illusionist and escape artist whose death-defying feats captivated audiences worldwide. His life was a blend of theatrical daring and a relentless quest to explore the mysteries of life and death. Even as he dazzled crowds by escaping chains, straitjackets, and locked coffins, Houdini remained preoccupied with the ultimate enigma: what lies beyond. His fascination with the supernatural led him to a unique final request. On October 31, 1926, the world lost Houdini, but his final wish ensured his connection to the unknown would endure. He asked his wife to hold an annual Halloween seance for 10 consecutive years using a secret code only they shared, a clandestine ritual intended to confirm contact from beyond. This intimate act was a final demonstration of his unyielding curiosity and desire to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. In keeping with his grounded nature, Houdini was interred in a traditional casket at Machpelah Cemetery, dismissing persistent myths of a more ostentatious bronze casket. Today, Machpelah Cemetery is maintained as a historical site that provides context on early 20th century funerary customs and serves as a testament to Houdini's unique blend of showmanship and mystery. Visitors can explore the grounds, which continue to spark conversation about Houdini's extraordinary life and the secrets he carried beyond the grave. Machpelah Cemetery, where Houdini rests, remains a point of interest for scholars and enthusiasts alike, providing valuable insights into early 20th century funerary traditions and the mystique surrounding one of history's greatest entertainers, Douglas Fairbanks. Douglas Fairbanks, born on May 23, 1883, became synonymous with swashbuckling adventure and athletic heroism in early Hollywood. His dynamic performances and boundless energy turned him into a cinematic icon whose influence spanned decades. Fairbanks's larger-than-life persona extended beyond the silver screen, embodying the spirit of freedom and daring that captivated audiences worldwide. Upon his death on December 12, 1929, his final resting arrangements reflected this flamboyant legacy. Initially interred in a modest crypt at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, his remains were later reinterred at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, where an elaborate memorial featuring a marble sarcophagus was erected. This impressive monument not only celebrates his storied career, but also provides an informative glimpse into early Hollywood's memorial practices. Lon Chaney Senior. Lon Chaney Senior, born on April 1, 1883, forged his own path as the man of 1,000 faces, captivating viewers with his transformative roles in silent horror films. Renowned for his ability to disappear into characters and convey deep emotion without words, Chaney's mystique and artistry set him apart in an evolving industry. In stark contrast to Fairbanks's grand memorial, Chaney chose a much more private farewell. After his passing on August 26, 1930, he was buried in an unmarked crypt at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, honoring his lifelong preference for privacy and mystery. Together, these contrasting burial wishes provide a fascinating glimpse into the personal values of two legendary figures whose contributions continue to shape Hollywood history. These final resting places are preserved for public education and remembrance. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow, born on March 3, 1911, burst onto the silver screen as the dazzling platinum blonde, whose magnetism and wit captured the hearts of millions. Her meteoric rise in Hollywood was marked by an irresistible blend of glamour and vulnerability that set her apart in an era defined by both opulence and rapid change. Despite her luminous career, her life was tragically cut short when she passed away on June 7, 1937, leaving behind an enigmatic legacy that continues to fascinate film historians and fans alike. In a final, deeply personal tribute to her iconic beauty, Harlow was laid to rest in a white gown, a symbol of her signature style, surrounded by immaculate white flowers within a pristine white marble crypt. This carefully chosen setting was not merely a matter of aesthetics. It was a deliberate statement of purity, grace, and eternal remembrance. The crypt, an enduring monument to her brief yet impactful career, was paid for by her devoted lover, William Powell, whose gesture underscored the intimacy and admiration that marked her personal life. Today, this serene final resting place stands as an informative landmark for those exploring early Hollywood traditions, offering insights into both the star's lasting influence on film and the personal rituals that honored her life. John Barrymore. John Barrymore, born on February 14, 1882, became a towering presence in American theater and film, renowned for his magnetic performances and commanding screen presence. Often hailed as the Great Profile, Barrymore's career was a tapestry of dramatic triumphs and personal trials, reflecting the tumultuous yet brilliant nature of his art. His legacy, steeped in both brilliance and complexity, left an indelible mark on the evolution of acting during the early 20th century. After his death on May 29, 1942, Barrymore's final arrangements sparked enduring fascination. Originally interred at Calvary Cemetery, his burial became the subject of an infamous prank, adding a layer of myth to his already larger-than-life persona. Eventually, his remains were moved to the family crypt at Mount Vernon Cemetery in Philadelphia, a location chosen to honor the deep familial roots and artistic heritage that defined his life. Today, the family crypt stands as an informative historical site, offering scholars and admirers a glimpse into early burial practices and the personal rituals that accompanied the lives of Hollywood's most enigmatic figures. This final chapter in Barrymore's story continues to provide valuable insights into the interplay between public legacy and private remembrance. William S. Hart. William S. Hart, born on December 31, 1864, emerged as one of early Hollywood's most authentic Western icons. His rugged portrayals and quiet intensity defined the cowboy archetype, capturing the spirit of the American frontier with a realism that resonated deeply with audiences. Hart's on-screen presence was a blend of stoic determination and understated heroism, qualities that elevated him beyond mere celebrity into the realm of legend. Off-screen, he was equally committed to honoring the traditions and landscapes that had so inspired his films. In a final, heartfelt tribute to his enduring connection with the West, Hart made a singular burial request. He wished to be laid to rest on the grounds of his cherished California estate. Today, this estate is preserved as the William S. Hart Ranch and Museum, a living monument to his storied career and the rugged beauty of the frontier. His grave, marked only by a simple plaque on a modest hill, reflects his preference for authenticity over extravagance. This understated memorial provides a quiet counterpoint to his larger-than-life cinematic persona, inviting visitors to contemplate the man behind the myth. The ranch now serves as an educational and historical landmark, offering insights into early film history and the cultural legacy of the American West. Hart's final resting place remains a poignant reminder of his dedication to preserving the spirit of a bygone era, a testament to a life that celebrated both art and the land it so vividly portrayed. W.C. Fields. W.C. Fields, born on January 29, 1895, carved out a niche as one of Hollywood's most idiosyncratic and acerbic comedians. Renowned for his biting wit and distinctive delivery, Fields became a master of satire, often lampooning the absurdities of life with a mischievous charm that captivated audiences. His performances combined humor with a hint of melancholy, revealing a complex personality that was as enigmatic offstage as it was brilliant on screen. Although Fields humorously quipped about preferring a final resting place in his beloved Philadelphia, his actual burial took a more understated route. After his passing on December 25, 1946, he was interred in Forest Lawn Memorial Park, where his grave is marked by a simple plaque. This unadorned memorial mirrors his own preference for subtlety and authenticity, a stark contrast to the flamboyant public persona he so expertly crafted. Today, Forest Lawn stands as a repository of Hollywood history, offering scholars and fans alike a window into the evolution of early cinematic art. Fields' burial site, modest in its presentation, continues to attract visitors intrigued by his unique blend of humor and pathos. It serves as an informative reminder of a man whose life, marked by wit and contradiction, remains an enduring subject of study and admiration in the annals of film history. Theda Bara. In a bygone era of silent films and whispered scandals, Theda Bara emerged as an enigmatic figure whose allure transcended the silver screen. Born on July 29, 1885, her persona as the quintessential vamp captivated a nation enamored with forbidden passion and mystery. With a gaze that promised both beauty and peril, Bara crafted an image that was as seductive as it was defiant, a deliberate rejection of Hollywood's overblown spectacle. As audiences marveled at her performances, her personal life remained a carefully guarded enigma, adding layers to the myth that surrounded her name. In a final act that underscored her individuality, Theda Bara chose cremation over the ostentatious ceremonies typical of her time. Her remains were handled with meticulous care, reflecting her desire to be remembered on her own austere terms rather than as part of Hollywood's glittering pageantry. This understated farewell was a poignant testament to her lifelong commitment to carving out a distinct identity, a silent declaration that her legacy would not be diluted by the trappings of fame. Today, her story continues to intrigue scholars and cinephiles alike, offering a window into the complex interplay between star image and personal conviction in early film history. Bela Lugosi. In the dim glow of twilight and amidst the rustle of vintage film reels, Bela Lugosi's legacy looms large, a spectral presence forever entwined with the world of horror. Born on October 20th, 1882, Lugosi became synonymous with the Gothic, his portrayal of Dracula etching an indelible mark on cinema. His measured, almost hypnotic delivery and commanding presence turned fear into an art form, captivating audiences and defining an era of macabre storytelling. True to the character he immortalized, Lugosi's final resting choice was as dramatic as his life on screen. When he passed on August 16, 1956, he was interred in full Dracula regalia, complete with the iconic black cape, transforming his grave into a living tribute to his most famous role. This theatrical burial was not merely a nod to a character. It was a steadfast affirmation of his identity, blurring the lines between performance and reality. Today, his resting place stands as a tangible landmark for horror enthusiasts and film historians alike, inviting visitors to explore the enduring legacy of a man who never ceased to embody the spirit of the dark and mysterious. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn, born on June 20, 1909, remains one of Hollywood's enduring icons of adventure and romance. Known for his energetic portrayals of daring heroes in swashbuckling films, Flynn's career captured the spirit of escapism during a transformative era in cinema. His on-screen bravado and off-screen exploits painted a picture of a man who lived boldly, both in his art and his life. In a curious twist that underscores his complex personality, Flynn expressed a final wish that contrasted with his larger-than-life public image. He originally requested to be interred with a 6-foot statue of a woman. However, practical considerations led to the omission of this grandiose idea, and ultimately, he was laid to rest with a simple marker. This unadorned memorial offers an instructive insight into the reconciliation of flamboyant celebrity with personal humility. Flynn's burial site serves as a historical reference, highlighting the contrast between early Hollywood's theatrical narratives and the understated realities of final wishes. Researchers and enthusiasts visiting his grave encounter not only the story of a famed swashbuckler, but also a lesson in how even legends choose simplicity in their last moments. Choosing simplicity over extravagance, Flynn's final arrangements offer a commentary on balancing public spectacle with private resolve, providing scholars a link to the human side of cinematic legend. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, born on February 1, 1901, remains an emblematic figure of Hollywood's golden age, celebrated for his magnetic screen presence and enduring charm. Known as the King of Hollywood, Gable's career was punctuated by iconic roles and a distinctive blend of rugged masculinity with sensitive vulnerability. His memorable performances in classics like Gone with the Wind captivated audiences worldwide, forging a legacy that influenced generations of actors. Beyond his cinematic triumphs, Gable's personal life was marked by profound connections, none more significant than his bond with his third wife, Carole Lombard. In life, Gable valued intimacy and discretion. This sentiment extended to his final wishes as well. Upon his passing on November 16, 1960, he chose to be interred next to Lombard in a family crypt. This final arrangement, marked by a simple plaque, reflects his preference for private commemoration over the grand public displays typically associated with Hollywood legends. The unadorned memorial serves as a factual testament to his desire for a modest farewell. Today, the family crypt at Mount Vernon Cemetery in Philadelphia is maintained as an important site for those studying film history and celebrity culture. Gable's burial site offers an informative example of how personal values can shape memorial practices, providing a tangible narrative of a man whose private life was as thoughtfully considered as his public persona. His final resting place continues to be a resource for scholars and enthusiasts seeking insight into evolving commemorative traditions in cinema. Buster Keaton. Buster Keaton, born on October 4, 1895, remains one of the most influential figures in silent film comedy. Renowned for his deadpan expression and fearless physical stunts, Keaton crafted a body of work that combined innovative visual gags with a subtle, unpretentious humor. His films not only entertained, but also pushed the boundaries of cinematic storytelling, influencing generations of filmmakers. Despite the monumental impact of his career, Keaton was always known for his modesty, both on and off the screen. In keeping with this ethos, his final wishes were remarkably straightforward. Upon his passing on February 1, 1966, Keaton was interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, specifically in the Court of Valor. This site, reserved for pioneers of the cinematic arts, offered a dignified yet humble resting place for a man who had redefined comedy. His grave is marked by a simple plaque, a fitting tribute to his unassuming nature, and a stark contrast to the elaborate memorials often associated with Hollywood legends. Today, visitors to Forest Lawn can learn about Keaton's extraordinary contributions to film history while reflecting on the simplicity that guided his personal life. His final resting place serves as an informative landmark, encapsulating the spirit of an artist whose legacy endures through his timeless work and the quiet dignity with which he approached life and death. Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy, born on April 5, 1900, distinguished himself as one of Hollywood's most revered actors, celebrated for his naturalistic performances and emotional depth. His ability to inhabit a wide range of characters with honesty and subtlety earned him critical acclaim and made him a cornerstone of classic American cinema. Tracy's career was marked by roles that explored the complexities of human nature, and his on-screen authenticity resonated deeply with audiences around the world. Reflecting his personal desire for privacy, Tracy's final wishes were as understated as his acting style. He requested a small, intimate funeral, attended only by close family and friends, a marked departure from the grand ceremonies typically associated with Hollywood icons. This decision notably excluded his longtime partner, Katharine Hepburn, underscoring the nuanced separation between his public persona and private life. Ultimately, Tracy was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, where his final resting place is unadorned except for a modest marker. Today, his burial site serves as an informative touchstone for film historians and enthusiasts, offering insights into the man behind the celebrated performances, a man who chose simplicity and discretion in his final farewell. Tallulah Bankhead. Tallulah Bankhead was an icon whose flamboyance and defiant spirit defined a generation of stage and screen. Born on January 31, 1902, her magnetic presence and quick wit captured the public's imagination, making her a celebrated figure in both theater and film. Throughout her vibrant life, Bankhead carved out an identity that was unbound by convention, and this rebellious streak extended even into her final wishes. In a final audacious act of self-expression, she chose to be laid to rest with a bottle of bourbon, a pack of cigarettes, and a copy of the Bible. Each item tells a part of her story. The bourbon and cigarettes embody the untamed, indulgent lifestyle she so famously embraced, while the Bible hints at the complex layers of introspection and perhaps a search for redemption beneath her larger-than-life persona. This unique arrangement defied the traditional trappings of Hollywood glamour, offering instead a deeply personal, almost intimate glimpse into who she was beyond the stage lights. Her burial choice remains a striking symbol of her life, a blend of defiance, humor, and raw authenticity that continues to fascinate biographers and fans alike. Today, her final resting place, marked by these personal relics, stands as a testament to a woman who refused to be confined by the norms of her time, leaving behind an enduring legacy of unapologetic individuality. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford, born on March 23, 1906, emerged as one of Hollywood's most formidable screen legends, renowned for her captivating beauty and relentless drive. Her illustrious career was defined by a dazzling array of performances that not only mesmerized audiences, but also redefined the archetype of the modern movie star. Yet behind the veneer of glamour lay a life punctuated by intense personal conflicts and hard-won independence. Upon her passing on May 10, 1977, Crawford's final wishes underscored her desire for a discreet exit from the relentless public eye. Opting for cremation followed by interment in a modest crypt, she chose simplicity over the ostentation typically associated with Hollywood icons. This unpretentious farewell was not merely about humility, It was a deliberate statement of her personal values, emphasizing privacy in a life often lived in the spotlight. Furthermore, Crawford made the contentious decision to exclude her two eldest children from her will, a move that has fueled decades of speculation regarding her family dynamics. Today, her modest crypt stands as an informative landmark for those studying Hollywood's golden era, offering insights into the complex interplay between public adulation and private struggles. It serves as a poignant reminder that even the most celebrated stars can harbor intricate, often concealed personal narratives behind their public facades.